Real love is hard to find. I know you feel scared cause your heart's now on the line. Lay your body next to mine. You ain't felt love like this in a long time. Hesitating, waiting on the sign. I'm not trying to waste no more time. So baby, lock in, we can do this together. Baby, lock in, this love is forever. It's that kind of love you explore. It's the kind of love you endure. It's that kind of love you can take the stand for. Cause I got plenty more. I got plenty more. To give. My heart is hella fragile, don't mishandle it. Got so much love to give, you got a plan to kid. If you say you with it, boy, then stand on it. I can show you way better than I can tell you. Let me.
Hey, my love. So I said all of that, and I was not. I was on mute. So it's your girl Cori Luv here, back with another Carefree Cinema conversation. Tonight we're going to be speaking with Natasha Eli, and just before I bring her on, I just wanted to let you guys know that I have been getting music that I requested to share on our platform. So if you were just tuning in, you were listening to A Lot of Love featuring Gemini J from Delano Music. So you can definitely check them out. I will be sharing it throughout the show. So y'all already know it's your girl Cori Luv. So if you're new, thanks for jumping on. And if you're a regular person that always comes onto my show, thank you so much. You already know I always say thanks for rocking with me. Without you, there would be no Cori Luv Show. So we're gonna get ready to get into it. Your host, Cori Luv. That's me. I'm gonna make sure I got my my mic on, and I'm gonna go ahead and bring in our guests for tonight. You ready, Natasha?
I stay ready.
Stay ready.
Stay ready.
That's right. I know that's right.
You stay ready. You ain't got to get ready.
Say that again one more time. My principal used to say that all the time. Didn't like it.
We learned that as we got older, you learned that it's a true statement.
Mm-hmm. Definitely a true statement.
Yes.
So thank you so much for being on the show tonight. I greatly appreciate
for having me.
it. You're welcome. You're welcome. I'm gonna start with this. From the first time that I saw you in BFFs and you played the mess out that role,
Thank you.
I like her. I definitely like her. So let's just get right into it. What got you started with acting?
So I started acting in elementary school, actually, in New York. I went to school in New York, and we had the arts, which they don't have down south, but
not anymore.
No, because they claim it's the funding.
Yeah, funding.
But it's been proven that we get better test grades. So go figure that. But so I had it at an early age in school. Probably all my classes had humanities and stuff like that. I was in a gifted class as a kid.
Okay, nice. So that's just in you. You were groomed to be able to do this.
Yes, because I tried so many other things that didn't work.
What other things?
Listen, I tell people now, I used to sing. I had, I wrote some songs. I still write. And I just tried so many other things. And it's like it didn't work out for me. And that's why I tell people that God has your plan already. You know what I mean? And we can, I even when I accepted my award the other night, I said, it all works. Once you get older, you know that it all works in alignment to what God already has for your life. And if you're hard-headed, you go the long route, and it never works out. And you wonder why it's not working. It's not working because that's not where you're supposed to be.
Listen, I'm cracking up because I hear that so much, and I'm seeing it a lot now. So I
Right.
totally get it. And if you're
Hmm.
listening to this, again, I'll see you in Natasha Eli. If
Yeah.
you're not already following, make sure you follow her on all platforms. On Facebook, it's Natasha Eli Pearson, and
Yes.
on Instagram, it's the Natasha Eli. She just dropped
Yeah.
a good. You gotta follow God's pet. Don't be trying to do stuff on your own. So I totally
Yeah.
get that. I get that
Yeah.
hundred
I
percent.
did that. And it didn't work.
It
Yeah,
didn't work.
you
It didn't
spend
work.
a
But
lot of money, it don't work, and you wonder why, because you already know that God embeds stuff inside of you, right? And you can
right.
hear the calling on your life, and whether it's church, I remember
Mhm.
I used to hear the spirit um of the Lord when I was in church, when
Mhm.
it would be like, get up and sing this particular song, and like
Uh-huh.
literally. And
Yeah.
I would literally be talking back to God in church, like, no, I don't want to do that. You know what I mean? So to me, it was God. And I'm just like, well, it's got to be God. You know what I mean? So I'm
Yeah.
going, no, Lord, I was drinking last night and I got a hangover. So I don't want to get up and sing right now. You know what I'm saying? So it would be this struggle. Like, look, please don't make me. You know what
Do
I'm
it. I
saying? And
know.
then eventually, of course, I would get up and sing. And I'm like, all right, I'll do it. Even though I smell like liquor. And I'm gonna get up here in front of this pastor and sing this song. But I would do it. I would
Oh my
follow the spirit. But like I said, if you go the
gosh.
hard route, things is not gonna work out. You gotta pay
Longer.
attention and be quiet enough to hear the Lord. Yeah.
I'm cracking up because that must be a universal thing, baby.
It
Because
is.
everybody everybody on a Saturday night, and you made it to church though. You made it.
I had no choice. The
No
grandmother I
choice.
had, look, I had no choice. She gonna make you
She
get
ain't
up.
playing
Well, you getting out of her house. I don't know where you going, but on a Sunday morning, you going somewhere, and it
somewhere.
better be close to the church or not around her.
I know that's right.
Yeah.
And you say you're from New York. So how did you transition to Atlanta?
So, but let me clear this up. I am born in Waycross, Georgia, and it's a small town in Georgia. However,
Mhm.
my mother moved us very, very young to New York. So a
Okay.
lot of my New York friends always say, "Girl, you from New York," But I get
Right.
up there, and my girlfriends tell me, "Girl, you so country." You know what I'm saying? And then when I come back down south, they're like, "Damn, you so city."
I know.
Like, so it was always like, where do I fit in? I
Right.
don't know, but I feel like I had the best of both worlds. You know what I'm
Yes.
saying? I was
Yes.
able
For
to,
sure.
like, my grandmother and the country living, which I absolutely love. But then I like the city life as well, but the country, like, the at home roots of the country
Yeah.
life, picking, getting the eggs, and you know what
Yeah.
I'm saying, picking grapes off of actual tree
Uh-huh.
stuff, that I was like, they really do this, you know what I'm saying? So I would go down south in the summer, and I
Okay.
lived in New York. Yeah.
Okay, okay, yeah. So you definitely best of both worlds. And that summer,
Yes.
sometimes you didn't want it to end, but you did at the same time.
Yeah.
And so yeah,
No,
I
I
definitely
was
get it.
always ready to get back to the city after being in down south for too long.
Too
But I
long.
did like, going. But now that I'm older, I love living in the country, and I
Appreciate it.
like visiting
Hmm.
the city. Yeah. So it
Yeah,
changed.
it changed as you
Yeah,
matured,
for
you know.
sure. For sure.
Now, from what I see, you're 10 movies strong, right? Which means that's just what I see. Because
Okay.
sometimes they can some
Yeah,
post-production.
sometimes
Now,
they don't come out, or
uh-huh.
it's a delay, or they have to go
Yeah.
back. Yeah, so probably about 10 right now, like literally
That
streaming.
I know of. You're right,
Yeah.
right. Now with
Yep.
this impressive resume that you've built, I'm saying in a short time, because from what I see, you started in 2020. Am I right or wrong? Like
Girl.
film.
So I don't know. So I don't know. Along this journey, right? We grinding so much. We don't keep up. Honestly,
Mhm.
with when we do radio and stuff like that, I'm gonna just tell you how it really go. We have to go back real quick and try to do as much research about ourselves to be able to
Mm,
deliver a good interview,
respond.
right? I have no idea what it
Really?
says when I started. So in I know that I started when I came back to Atlanta. I came in 2003, then I left and came back in 2016. So
Uh-huh.
I want to say I started in probably in 2016. I used to host a show called Atlantainment, and
Okay.
it was for a local network out here in Atlanta. But the studio, which is what I call my home team, TST
Hmm.
Network,
Okay.
which started me off, and I hosted Atlanta Entertainment, I hosted Destination Hip Hop. So they had a lot of different shows on their platform,
Right.
and I would just get in where I fit in and do whatever they needed me to do.
And did your
So that's
thing.
my home team family, and they let me do pretty much what I want to do over there now.
So
Hmm.
yeah, you old school. You
Yeah.
what the young people call OG. So you in
Yeah,
there like the
OG,
yeah.
because I did the legwork. You know, when you have somebody that's like a gopher, she gonna go for
Yeah.
the coffee,
Okay.
she gonna go for like whatever you need. I did that. You know what I'm saying in
But
the
that's how
beginning.
you build yourself. So
Yeah,
I
for
get it.
sure.
I
And I tell
totally
my
get it.
students from my workshop that just be able to lend a hand in and don't always want one out. So yeah, and
I
when you
like
do
that.
that, you would not believe where you're gonna end up because
I
people
like
pay
that.
attention to that. You know, they don't want people around them that's always wanting something.
Be the
You know what I'm
boss.
saying? So yeah,
Yeah. Yeah. You say your students, do you do workshops for
we do
acting?
we do acting workshops. The last workshop was taught by someone. I'm actually working right now. I'm casting for
Uh-oh.
a movie called Three the
Okay.
Hard Way.
Okay.
And they're in there. We're literally live deliberating the cast right now. Um,
uh,
so and I just came in here to do the interview there in the other room. But
okay.
so yeah, so I'm casting for that right now. What was the question?
So you
My
cracking me up.
look, my mind is moving 50 miles a minute right
You
now.
say you said that you tell your students. So
The
I said, are
workshops.
you? Yeah.
Yeah. So Michael, the director of this movie, he just did the last workshop. We had it March 1st.
Okay.
Then Michael James had taught the one prior to that.
Okay.
Kathy Taylor, who's a producer, she taught one prior to that.
Okay. So it's a
So
team.
yeah, well, I just picked directors, actors, producers to do the workshops for me. I
Okay.
just felt like when I did the legwork, it was really hard to break into the industry, right? And
Mm,
but I felt like I had done enough legwork to be able to open doors in a different way for other people to get in.
yeah.
And so, and that's kind of what I relate to my give back because I don't
Mm-hmm.
charge a whole lot for the workshop, but I do have people, key people that really, really teach gems. That's number
Mm-hmm.
one.
Mm-hmm.
When I was taking workshops, they was high as hell. Um,
Mm-hmm.
then they was charging so much for like headshots. So we have packages and stuff where they can come in and get their headshot reels and workshops all in one. And the people that teach, they have a lot of credentials under their belts. Yeah.
Nice. Nice.
Mhm.
Okay. Good. You gotta definitely share that information so that I could share it
Absolutely.
out here for
The peer
sure.
is so the page on Instagram is the Pearson Agency. However, the website is the Pearson Agency Casting.com.
Okay, let me put that here.
Yeah.
So that if anybody, so Pearson Agency
On
on
Instagram, the Pearson Agency, yes.
the person
The Pearson Agency, yes.
on Instagram.
Hmm. Or hit up Demarcus Jackson. Don't be in my DM. Hit him up because he's my assistant and he does really well with that.
Demarcus Jackson.
Yes.
All right, so I'm gonna put that here so that I could share it as well.
So they can
Um,
bother him because he loves to be bothered.
but all he does, I'm gonna be in the DM.
You gonna be in the DM
I'll be
yourself?
right in his DM. Yup.
Okay, I know that's right. Yeah.
I don't want to act now. I'm a BTS girl. I do all things behind the scenes. I don't want to be on nobody's screen.
Okay, so well, we'll see where you fit in because
Yeah.
that might be a job.
Yeah.
Literally a job for you.
Yeah.
His Instagram is real___ Demarcus.
Real. Real underscore
Demarcus.
Demarcus.
DEMARCUS. Yes.
Okay. All right.
Mhm.
Okay. Sounds good. Sounds good. Now, I wanted to show this clip
Been
so that
Frank.
we can
Frank,
talk
this is
about this
Ann.
real
And
quick.
this is Dre,
Okay.
Beyonce's boyfriend.
It's nice to meet you guys.
Um, you look familiar. Do we know each other?
You always think you know somebody. You do not know her.
Right. Let me not be rude. It's nice meeting you, and
Same. And I just have one of those faces.
When I looked at that, that music scared me.
Look,
Wow.
it scared Ann too.
And right now, this is the first performance that I saw you in, and from what I researched, this is one of your first films. It could, like you said, some may be out, some may not be out. But what
Yeah,
drew
so that was
you?
like my fourth. That was like my fourth film. I
Or
had Keeping Secrets, Fractured, and
oh, so it's just
a
not in
couple
order.
others before that one, but that was my first lead.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. Now, what drew you to that role when you got the script? And then you can tell the audience what the role was and what it entailed.
So first of all, I got the question before I got the script.
Mhm.
The director, Terry Miles, shout out to Terry Miles. He called me up. He actually worked at the same studio, which is TST Network, with
Okay.
me. And I guess once his partner at the time wrote the script, he
Okay.
let her know I think I have somebody, that'll be perfect for the role. And
Okay.
they were making their calls and stuff like that. And I got a phone call. That's Dr. Maya Speller.
Mhm.
And they called me they was on the phone together. I don't know if they was actually together at the time. They was on the phone together. And they called me and they told me what the role was. I'm like, yes, I could do it. I could pull it off. One, I was
Mhm.
interested because it was so different than what I had done already. And I'm always wanting to do something that I feel like it might challenge me a little bit. And
Right.
so once they told me you'll be playing a
Uh-huh.
transgender, because the proper term is transgender.
Right. Use the right terms on here now.
Yeah, I already know. So I was cool with it because I do have a friend who's one of my best friends, been my friend for years, who is a transgender. And
Mhm.
so I called her up and I was just getting pointers, like, because one, they look like us. You know what I mean? In some cases,
Mhm.
they look a whole lot better than us because they
Girl,
practice and they do their makeup and they listen. So I was
listen,
like,
I be so mad sometimes. I ain't even gonna lie.
yeah, look, they be looking good. So
Yeah.
I was just like, yeah, I could pull that off. And
Mhm.
my friend, her name is Marcella Love, and she's transgender. She's pretty. She can sing her
Mhm.
butt off and sound just like a female. I'm talking about carry notes as high as, you know what I'm saying, like literally a
Right.
bird.
Right. Nice.
And like she don't get offended. I call her all the time. And so
Mhm.
even when I did that role, I went to the cabin when we all got there. Nobody knew what was up. You know what I'm saying? They didn't know if I was a man or woman. And I told the
Mhm.
directors not to tell anybody because I wanted them to
Oh.
be just as shocked in real life as they would have been in the script. So it was like, it
Mm.
was so uncomfortable because I was sharing a room with a female and she didn't
Wait, so
know.
nobody knew?
Nobody knew. I mean, Terry Miles knew because
Well, yeah, yeah, of
he
course.
booked me.
They
And
did
then
it.
of course his girl knew, Dr. Maya at the time, she knew, but I literally was like, don't tell anybody. And so when we got there, I had to, they put us in rooms. So it was weird because the female I was in the room with didn't know either. So I noticed that when she was getting undressed, dressed, whatever, like she was kind of like, she didn't
Acting
know.
funny.
And I understood that. So I was like, okay, they didn't tell anybody. So I was cool with
Okay.
it. Hmm.
Okay.
And my
That's
brother
so
now,
funny.
Michael James, shout out to Michael James. That's my bro. I love him.
Yeah, love him down. So
Yes,
humble.
love him down. He said he knew. Now I don't know how true that is, but he said he knew. He's like, you could
Mhm.
tell a real woman from a man. I don't think so. Because
Of
I'm a
course,
woman,
Ray
and
would
guess
know.
what? I can't even tell.
Yeah,
You know
in
what I'm
the film.
saying? Yeah,
But
I
I
can't even
knew.
tell.
I don't know how I knew, but well, obviously I knew. It's just a look that you have. That's how they know. You know what I'm
Well,
saying?
I don't know, but I can't tell.
But it's
Literally.
so interesting that none of them knew. So that when y'all
Mm-mm.
was doing this role, it was 100%. They just thought you. So how did
Yeah.
they end up finding out? Like at the end, did y'all
Well,
say
yeah,
it or?
at the end, we wound up letting them know because they didn't know. One reason, a behind the scenes secret, is that I had a balloon in the like in my
Uh
pants.
huh.
and it was like a little small balloon, but it was still a balloon, and it was full of water. And
They thought it was your BLLS.
yeah, we had to do we had to do a jacuzzi scene.
Yeah.
So mind you, I have a bathing suit on, but I got this wrap on. So everybody looking like that don't look right now. You know what I'm saying? So it was looking like I was a whole man.
Oh wow, that
Yeah,
is
for
so
sure.
cool.
And if you
I know
notice in the
that made
beginning,
it.
if you notice in the beginning of that movie, when I have the nightmare, I kind of paused when I was waking up, and the camera shows that I have that down there.
Oh, I didn't pay
A lot of
attention.
people, a lot of people didn't pay attention, but some did. Like, they right off rip. And then when I went to the
Really?
bathroom, that's when they put it together. Like, yeah,
Yeah.
that's a man. Yeah.
Yeah. And I was like, nah.
Mhm.
For me, I was no, because it sounded too hard. It sounded like it was being done. That's what I said. I was like, that ain't a man.
What?
When you was peeing.
Oh, you know what? In my mind, I was thinking that I said, so how does it sound when like I hear a man going to the bathroom? So I was trying to mimic that sound, like, and I actually had something to where I could control the flow of it. And
Right.
I was like hitting it because I thought men, when they use the bathroom, it sounded like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
People thought
That's
it
so
was real
funny.
though. I
Yeah,
still, right now to this day, transgenders, gay people, all they gravitate towards me. After that movie came out,
You got that love.
I went to a club, and they was literally coming over there, and we had a good, let me tell you something.
Did you tell them the truth though?
I had a good time. And then I went to, like, I was passing through like Virginia. I believe it was Virginia. And I went to a McDonald's, and the guy recognized me from it. And he was a manager. He was gay. So he couldn't tell. I guess he didn't know, but he really thought it was a real thing. He was flirting with me. I got my food free and everything. Yes. It was just like that. And I was cool. But I
So
always been cool.
And there are some prizes that come along with it to an extent, right?
Yeah. And they have a good time. You know, they carefree. They have a really, really good time.
Oh,
So,
yeah.
I
love that
can't.
the cast didn't know, so that made the acting even even better. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they didn't know.
Right.
And Dr. Maya, they literally kept the secret. She was like, "Oh, that's good. You know, that's good. Let's not tell them." And we didn't tell them.
That's good. Now you've done that role. You've been in On 10, which you were like the OG gangster lady.
That's my former life.
That's okay. So you played that. You've been a friend, a mom, the principal. Now, which one of these were like your favorite genre or your favorite role to do?
BFFs is my all-time favorite so far. Just because I never seen a movie like that before.
Right.
And because of the different stories that was going on, like the different people, the different stories. A lot of people is in my DM like asking about a part 2. So for now, that's my favorite role to date. On 10, however, I was, I could be ghetto, and which I am. Like, I know how to clean it up and be proper at times, but I'm a ghetto girl at heart. So,
all right.
No, I am. Like, I'm holy and hood. You know what I'm saying? Like, at the same time.
I pray for you, but I whoop your ass too.
Oh yeah, and that's one of my homegirls brands. So shameless plug, holy and hood, Monica Bass. But and that's how she feel about her life. Like, we both are trying to be the best humans we could be, right? But of course we fall short, and don't try me. You know what I'm saying? Because I will cuss you out. But for the most part, I have a heart, and I'm trying to be, we all got to try to get closer to God and try to be the best humans we can be. And that's where I am with it. So Remy allowed me to be hood and ghetto and all that, all that. Which I like to, at the same time, which I like to be. And the only part I couldn't deal with is she molested somebody.
I know.
She didn't molest her, but she
kind of
slept with the high school.
The cougar.
The cougar. Yeah.
And you had on that outfit too. Did you have on
a mess?
Yes. like you say, shameless plug. Let me.
Ooh, that sugar sweet. You got what I need. Sipping on the potion. All that good emotion. Just my kind of heat. Keep it on repeat. Tested by the potion. Loving this devotion. Live it up, live it up, live it up, sweet emotion. Every time, every night, you and I on a roll. Switch it up, switch it up, switch it up where I'm going. Stay on the fly, just in time, know the right way to go.
If you have not grabbed your shirt from the Love Collection, make sure you check it out on my website. If it's not there, because some of them I just created and posted, just send me a DM and it'll be specially made for you.
I know that's right.
Yeah,
That's not a shameless plug. That's just a real
plug.
plug. Right. But I know that's right. That's good.
Yeah, that's my brand. I'm trying to get popping.
So this is what I do when I have my roles or when I get casted. I like to reach out to people who do have brands and just ask them for something to wear, to put in the film and stuff like that. I usually get once I get a good role, I'll say, hey, it's that time again. I need, your brands, just send them in. Let's go, and I make sure that I wear it in the scene. Yeah.
All right. Let me know when you're ready.
Yeah. Oh, definitely will. Definitely will. Yeah.
Nation freed the slaves, but not without resistance, and taking years for the word of mouth.
Now, this whole
many
documentary
slaves
was
were
so
forced
good.
to stay on or sharecrop.
Surviving
I don't think
America.
that America
yeah.
It's really
has been great for my people, and that is why
I already know.
We always get the questions of why are you so angry? Why do you think we're angry?
Like,
right.
Why do you think we're angry? You said, duh. Why do you think we're angry? I know that we're angry because of the treatment that our ancestors endured. And, but do you feel or think like now, and I'm only asking that because you did this documentary and it was really good. Shout out to Omega Keys.
Yeah.
I hope I'm saying her name right.
Omega Keys, yes.
Omega Keys. Okay. What do you feel like? Do you feel like at the same time we're trying to change it, we're making it worse, or what are your thoughts on that? Because there's so much things that I see that's happening that sometimes I'm like, feel like we're going backwards.
Yeah. So we're absolutely going backwards. I don't think it's something that our ancestors endured. I think it's something that we're constantly enduring. I'm a law student as well. And that's one thing, that's the reason that I take law right now. So along with me acting, being a mother, law school is the very first passion that I had. And I just kind of put it off. So now that I'm in school, it's kicking my butt, but I'm in school. And I'm so anxious to get out here and defend or, just contribute in our community where I can when it comes to that. But I definitely think we're moving backwards. I think the administration is I ain't even gonna speak on the administration right now. However, I think the people, I don't think that we're making it worse. I think that the people who have hate towards us is always going to try to make it hard for us, no matter what lane we're in. If we rich, football players, basketball, whatever, they're gonna always try to make it hard and undermine us.
And that's why I feel like we got to literally really bond with each other or build each other and stop being against each other. And that's like such a pet peeve of mine, but it's hard. You can do it with 100, but there's how many more of us that, we gotta try to.
It's really hard. I mean, we can make a difference where we can, and they'll always say like, okay, if y'all all get together, we've done that too. You know what I'm saying? So it's known and documented that we've done that. We've gotten together. We've created towns. We've created all kinds of generating money, for our community. We've done all that, but I think the hate outweighs the good. You know what I mean? And we're outnumbered sometimes in that. However, I do think that we don't know how powerful we are as a people yet.
Yeah.
And now we got this young generation that's coming up as far as me, the OGs like us, they coming up and messing up a lot of stuff that we already fixed
Tried to, yeah,
or
we
tried
thought
to
we
fix.
did. Yeah.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
it's just one of those things that we endured a lot, and I think that
Yeah.
we're strong as a people. And I read something the other day that said we see Asian stores in our community, we
Hmm.
see liquor stores in our community, we see all these different stores in our community, but our own.
Yeah.
So with that being said, yeah, we don't go set up shop in the white neighborhoods. We don't go set up our, shops, because we just don't.
Mm-hmm.
And but we are the most lenient people towards other people. We allow them, you know what I
Yeah.
mean, to
To
come
come
in,
in.
because we're always the people that accept anybody, feed anybody. we
Mm-hmm.
we are I think we're built like that, you know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
And I just don't
Yeah.
think there's some races of people who are not built that way.
Right.
Yeah,
And like you said earlier, it's our ancestors. That's how everybody made sure everybody was good. So it's so
yeah,
embedded
it's
in us
embedded
that
in us.
we're gonna do it for
Yep.
whoever.
Hmm.
We just gotta keep trying. That's all we can
Yeah,
do.
that's all we can do.
And instill it in our children and our children's children.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
but
But
now you,
this influence of the internet, we didn't have that. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
That influence is
that's
crazy.
yeah,
So
yeah,
yeah, we
yeah,
gotta just
yeah.
pray over our kids, pray
That's
over
all
our
we can do.
families, and that's all we can really do. Yeah.
Hmm. Yep. Now you say you created, well, you have the Pearson agency and you have
Yes.
different actors, directors, people in the industry. Now
Hmm.
that's what we call the power of networking, right?
Hmm. Yeah.
How do you feel that has played a role in like you getting the roles that you get, um, and being able to have the agency and have these people come out and do these things for you?
So like COVID and all these different things hit, right? So my agency is actually by name only at this point, because it was really something that I let go. So I don't
Okay.
credit it for getting my roles, because
Oh, okay.
the roles that I was getting, I had made, strides. I met a lot of directors,
Hmm.
and so they know me, and they literally will call me on the phone for roles. It's not something that I still have to audition for. You know what I mean? And I know that
Oh,
even well-known actors always say they have to audition, but for me, the parts that I have gotten, I didn't have to really audition for. So I don't credit the agency for doing that for me. Um, However, I credit the agency for doing it for others,
nice.
because I'm going to make sure that the people, there's not a lot of people that's out here getting taken advantage of when it comes to trying to get into business. Like I feel like
Yeah.
I've created a surefire way in. You know what
Hmm.
I'm saying? Like, and even if at the very least I could call a director up, like, I really have this actor you should see, or
Hmm.
just give him one line, let him show you what he can do, type of thing. You know what I'm saying? So
Okay.
yeah, I
Nice.
definitely can do that. Yeah.
Nice, nice. And hey, Jasmine, thanks for tuning in. Jasmine Rivers is a writer herself.
Okay.
She is out of Detroit. So make sure, if you're not already following Jasmine, make sure you follow Natasha. And hey,
Yes, I
Josh.
didn't know how to share it
Hey,
to
Joshua.
my Facebook. I didn't
Joshua
know
is
how to.
tuning in out of Ghana. He's a director that I've connected with out in Ghana. He actually has a film coming out, Finding Love in Accra. I think it's called Finding Love in Accra. Thank you, Kiki. Kiki is a graphic designer. If you're looking for all your graphics, make sure you follow her. Hey, Stella. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. And the other people that are on, drop your name so that I could know who you are and where you're tuning in from. All right, I'm speaking with Natasha Eli. If you're not already following, make sure that you check her out. And I want you all to know she just came out in Donors. She got Tears of a Hustler.
Yes.
She has a client, which I couldn't find a cover for. And
Oh man, you should have asked me. I would have
yeah,
sent it over to you.
yeah, that's okay. Um, she's phenomenal. I mean, like I said, my favorite film I've seen her in was the BFFs. So
My favorite.
tell us about Donors, because we all know that Donors is like vampire movie, or are we just seeing that? Am I not getting it
No,
right? Let
so
us know.
it is a vampire movie, and we don't get to see a lot of us in the
Uh-huh.
vampire movies.
Mhm.
It is about a vampire who created a system to where the humans and the vampires can kind of coexist and benefit from each other instead of them just
Ah,
killing us as humans, right? So
okay.
the system is based on, it almost seems like it's a dating app, and it's based on this app where the humans can
Uh-huh.
go on there and register themselves as a donor. And so the vampires need donors, you know what I mean, to survive, because they have to suck blood and do all these different things. So you can sign up and you get your donor sexually. You can have sex with
Mm-hmm.
them. They just give you
Mm-hmm.
everything you need. You can go suck the blood when they're
Mm-hmm.
hungry, different things like that. So it's almost like signing up for a dating app, and then you got your donor. And
Sounds
so I'm not,
interesting.
without telling it, one
Yeah.
of the donors, they kind of go too far where they're not supposed to I want to say fall in love maybe.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, you
It
just
went too
have to
far.
have to watch it to see the rest. But I am an elder vampire. Like I've been
Byron.
around for hundreds of years in this thing.
That's
And
gonna be interesting.
yeah, and I have a brother, so it's my
Mhm.
brother and myself, and we're fighting for just our rights because we paved the way, per se,
Nice.
for
Okay,
many
okay.
years, 2,000 years.
Okay. She
Yeah,
says, I saw the one post about that one. Yeah. Well, yeah, the one isn't it. When does it come out? It's out now.
yeah, it's out. It's coming. I can't say the date when it's going to move to Tubi, but
Mm-hmm.
right now it is on AF Media. So it's About Face Media, but it's on AF Media, which is the director's own platform until it moves to Tubi.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
About face media.
Yeah, it's just AF Media. So I believe it's, I'm going to look it up, but I think it's AF Media Productions. And so it
Okay.
goes there, and then it'll move on to Tubi. But I know it's already prepared for like
Okay.
rotation for Tubi. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
afmediaproductions.com.
Okay.
Yeah,
I like it too. I love, she says that I love that it's a different genre, definitely different. And just
definitely.
the synopsis that you just shared, it's like, okay,
Yeah, this
definitely
is her
want to
baby.
see it.
This is
Yeah.
Omega Keys'
And
baby.
she
Cat.
has some good, some of y'all are good. Not some, I
Yeah.
mean, the
Yeah,
majority of
she
y'all
got,
that I
yeah,
see in there.
she gonna pick the, yeah, it's some good
That's
actors
what
in
I'm
it. And
saying.
Kathy Taylor is the producer on this, but she knows also this is Omega's baby. She's been working on this for years.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So when she
Nice.
came, yeah, she came with it. I love it.
And if you're not
I've
familiar
seen
with
it.
Amiga, she's also the producer of Fractured,
Yes.
Keeping Secrets. Is it Keeping Secrets, right?
Yes.
Yes,
Keeping
Keeping,
secrets,
and yours
fractured
truly,
donors.
Natasha is in it.
Yes.
Oh, Shan says she's so proud of you.
Thank you. That's my
All right.
sis.
Hey sis, thanks for
Let's
coming
so
on.
so she's a caterer. She does all the
Caterer.
food.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Thanks,
Let's talk
Jasmine.
catering. She does all the
Right.
food for the sets. But yeah,
That's the name of it. Let's talk catering.
yes, let's talk catering. You
Nice.
and now
Okay.
that you know it, you'll be able, like, you'll notice that you'll hear it a lot when we're doing
Yeah.
like food reviews and we're on set and ready to eat. Everybody literally
Okay.
wait. She got that soul food on lock.
Okay. Nice,
Yeah.
nice. Okay. And thank you, Tornado, for jumping on. He's also a reviewer, I think. He does like
Okay.
a
Tornado.
podcaster, but he does, yeah.
Yeah.
But
He
his
can
stuff is
review some of
funny.
my stuff.
Hmm.
Yeah.
All
And
right.
I'm careful. I like the roles that I select. Like once I
You
read
doing
it,
good.
I'll know if I don't want to mess with it or not. If it's me sleeping
Hmm.
with some young boy, like the what I did, not that young. He was grown. He was bigger than me. He's
Auntie.
grown, but like some weird,
Yeah.
weird kind of. I don't want to do it. I ain't gonna do it.
Now, with this momentum going, you got a lot of films coming out. You got the business. You're in school. How
Yeah,
do you how do you balance all of this stuff and stay motivated at the same time?
I don't. I don't balance anything. We
You
just
just
live
make
it.
it
Oh,
happen.
yeah, we're living like It's not enough time in the day.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I'm literally on school in the morning. I have
Mm-hmm.
a young son, he's in school.
Mm-hmm.
And then in any time in between, I'm still doing my lessons for law school. 3, 4 o'clock in the
Mm.
morning, I'm doing my lessons for law school. Now, when I do have
Mm.
to film, what I do is if I have a week of filming, I
Mm-hmm.
completely take off from school for that whole
Gotcha.
week. You know what I mean? Because I
Okay.
know that I can't focus on my school and focus on the role. So I'll just take off that week, do the role, but then I'm cramming to catch up,
Mm.
from, you know what I mean? But it's never
Yeah.
enough time in the day.
I can't
We
even
all are trying to
imagine.
manage our time.
How old is
Um,
your child?
he's 9.
Oh,
Yes.
he's young.
He's 9 and he's in elementary school. So I have
Oh
to
yeah,
get
he's
up.
not a
There is
teenager.
no,
Yeah.
yeah, it's no sleeping in.
Yeah.
So we're managing our lives and trying to be a mother, trying to, keep that on schedule. You got to keep up with class projects, with meals,
Yeah.
with going to like meetings, you know what I mean? And then you still have to turn around and go to school yourself.
I know.
And then you still trying to follow your dreams and act.
Mhm.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So it's a lot. I literally sit down and fall asleep anywhere.
I could imagine.
Yes,
Kiki
yes.
says, "Whoa, law school, momming and acting. Go ahead, girl.
Yeah. Thank you.
Go
Thank you.
ahead on.
Yeah.
Listen, that just law school, just hearing law school is a
Yeah.
lot. My niece
It's a lot.
she's in school and it's a lot. She has no
It's a
children,
lot.
so
Oh
imagine
yeah.
you trying to do that. And
Yeah. But
bless your heart. I'm
listen,
gonna keep you in prayer.
thank you. I'm gonna need it.
For
But
real.
I feel like out of all the jobs, me being a mother, I always tell my kids that's the most beautiful script that God ever wrote for me. And I
Mm-hmm.
can trade any of it just to be, a mother to my kids. So but I do
Mm-hmm.
want to show them, I lost my son's father to gun violence,
Oh,
right? But
listen.
I um I let them know that, or I'm trying to show them, put it that way,
Mm-hmm.
that no matter what happens, in life, that we can still try to overcome it. We don't forget it, of course.
Of
We
course.
live with it, but you have to just place it in your, you know what I mean? There's different slots
Mm-hmm.
in your brain that you have to try
Mm-hmm.
to place it and try to force and push forward. So yeah.
Mm-hmm. Shan says everybody not definitely not.
No,
Definitely not built for that.
no.
Now I have two more questions. Before we jump into the game, I always play a game at the end of my show, but
Okay.
what are there if there's any dream roles? Because you've done so many different roles. What would you
Hmm.
consider a dream role if you had the opportunity to do it?
Probably a drug addict,
Mm-hmm.
something that is not, a little bit less pretty,
Okay.
something that will challenge me, more, where I can show a lot more emotion, because my
Mhm.
range is really crazy.
It
I'm
is.
going from, I have a movie called Glow Street, that's coming out, which is
I can't
Kodak
wait.
Black's movie.
Period.
Um,
Pop it
and it's
up.
crazy. I play like a 75-year-old lady. You know what I'm
Really?
saying? So
I
that
can't
that
wait.
that yeah, that range is
When
crazy.
is
And
that coming?
I think I want to say next month. So I
Y'all
don't I
shot
don't
that
have a date,
in
but I do have
Florida?
the trailers on my page.
Yeah, I saw the trailer.
Yeah.
I've been seeing that. It's Kodak Black. It's gonna be going crazy down here.
Oh, it's gonna go crazy for sure.
Yeah, for
Because it's
sure.
good. If you look at that trailer, it's
Trailer.
crazy. But yeah,
Y'all
I
shot it
play.
where?
We shot it in Atlanta. Yeah, for the
Oh,
most
okay.
part here. But if you look
What?
at that, just my range of different characters, it's been
Principal.
up and down, up and down. Yeah, I can play a mom, or I can play the sister.
Mm-hmm.
So my
Friend.
age range is real crazy. But the next role, like I said, I want to do like a drug addict, or a police officer. I played a police officer in a movie called Silent Witness.
Okay.
Um, and shout out to Aja Yet. Her name is Aja Yet. She lost her son halfway
Oh,
through the production. So we got the movie filmed, and then
man.
like we were completely done with the film, but it never came out because she wound up losing her son, who was a main part of her production. So I don't know what she wants to do with it, but it was really good. I played a cop. And so the next role that I want to do is something drug addict or police officer.
Mhm. I can't even imagine. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then my final question, I always ask everyone, like, what's one piece of advice you give to someone trying to break into the industry? And
Um, so I feel like the rooms that you're uncomfortable in is not your room. So,
mm,
like I said, you can do a lot of different things, try a lot of different occupations. If you're uncomfortable, every time you go to that job, you got this gut wrenching feeling. You hate your boss. You know what I'm saying? All those
mhm,
different things. It's just really not your. It's not your place. It's not where you're supposed to be. And if
mhm,
you pay attention to the signs and pay attention to your spirit, God will absolutely lead you. So, like when people say, "I got this feeling that I'm supposed to be here or there or whatever," and you have this calling on your life, it's not going to leave you alone. It's
mhm,
going to be tugging at you. And I just feel like if it's your place that you're supposed to be, God is going to either make it comfortable or
mhm.
uncomfortable, depending on what he's trying to, tell you.
I don't
So
do.
if it's uncomfortable, it's probably not your room. And I always let people know that it can't nobody kick you out of a room God invited you to.
Come on.
Yeah,
Go. Yes, Kiki, I agree. She says, go where you are loved.
that's
It's
right.
Finesse says, hey, Natasha.
That's my
Yes,
baby.
I love how she spells her name.
My mini.
Yeah, mini me.
Yep.
All right. So we're gonna go ahead and
Hey,
get
I love
into the
you.
game.
Okay.
Guys, drop your questions, drop your comments, anything that you want to know.
Yeah,
Natasha is here.
definitely the questions.
Um,
I'm here to answer.
let's converse. Let's converse and get this going. Let me get this game up and popping. I love
Okay.
playing this. I love having fun with you guys on here. Let's
I
see.
just appreciate you because the fact that you reached out and for the women.
Mm-hmm.
The Black History is one thing, but the Women's Month is a whole other
Mm-hmm.
thing. And I
Yes,
just
I
appreciate being recognized because I'm always like fight women. We always fighting for our voice, right? And we're
yeah.
definitely always fighting in this industry. I just got upset because there's an award show in Atlanta
Mm-hmm.
that I won't mention,
Mm-hmm.
but they didn't acknowledge Dr. Maya Speller. And the
Mm.
lady has done like 20, 25 films in 1 year. And she just
Mhm.
learned this
And
game. And when I tell you, there is nobody, man or woman, that has done that. So how do
mhm,
you
for
not
sure.
see that? And so to me, it's like, are you checking for real talent? Are you checking for real? Or what's
Mm,
happening here? And so of course, me being me, I had to speak on it.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. So I appreciate you um using the platform and allowing us to come on and letting me know. Yeah, Women's History Month. I was like,
I,
okay, that's dope. Yes, I'm there.
I'm
Bells on. I'm here. Yeah. So I
I'm
appreciate that.
laughing because I'm getting goosebumps. And Kiki, if you're still on here, you can attest to this. I literally spoke with her today. She's like my confidant, best friend,
Yes.
mentor, everything. And I told her, I said,
Supporter, because
I'm
she's here.
really, yeah, always don't miss a show.
That's
um,
good.
I said to her, I said, I don't know why, but it keeps tugging at me that I want to make it not only Black independent films, but I want to make it women in independent
Yes.
film
Yep.
right through.
And
But I
you
have
did
so
that.
many men that support me as well too. So I really want to just take it all the way through the show, just
Yeah.
women and children.
Hmm.
But it'd be some men out there that really support me. So
Yeah.
I'm waiting to see which direction to go in. But you just kind of like co-signed a little bit on it as well. So
Yeah,
thank
I
you
don't
for
think I
that.
don't think it's a man or woman thing. I'm not saying that. I
Yeah,
do know that women we struggle in this
yeah,
industry
in this, yeah,
when it
yeah,
comes to our voice, but
yeah.
you're gonna get your supporters, man or woman. You're gonna get it's gonna mostly be strangers. You know
She
what I'm
said, "Women,
saying?
women, all women."
Yeah, because women, I'm a girly's girl. I
Yeah.
love women, and I always want women to win, and I'm always,
Mm,
fighting for them, even when they don't
yeah,
speak for themselves. So, I'm
yeah.
definitely for the women. However, I think us women, we a little hard on these men.
Yeah, a little
I
bit.
do
Just a little
now,
bit.
so I do advocate for the men sometimes as well. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
I will. I give them advice. You know, I was a part of a salon years ago that had 6 men on one side, 6 women on the other. So I
Mhm.
was on both sides, and I listen. I ran the shop and all that, so I
Mhm.
heard both sides. And I found myself on the men's side all the time. Like, yeah, I know. You know what I'm saying? She yelling and screaming, don't appreciate nothing. So I definitely can relate to
Somebody gotta
having,
help them.
yeah, but you're gonna have the supporters from all different places. It'll
Mhm.
surprise you. I had people when my dad passed reaching out to me in my DM, sending money and all kinds of stuff. And I'm like, these are people I don't know. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? So
always.
and when you think you got 50 family members and you're gonna look up and your show is gonna be shared by all 50 family members, it won't happen like that.
Never have.
No.
And it's all right.
It's gonna be the people that's gonna just
Yeah,
plug in with you and that's going to
yeah,
support you. Yeah.
yeah. What was your hardest role to do?
Um, Probably Remy, right? I was calling my daughter because and that's me as far as the ghetto, but it was just the accent that they wanted me to have. They was like, no, give me Georgia, give me Atlanta. And
Uh-huh.
so I struggled with that. And that's so crazy because, like I said, I go to New York and they be like, girl, you so country, you so
Right.
Atlanta. And I get on the set and they like, you're not country enough. So I'm like, all
What?
right, let me call. I was calling people, call my daughter, and she was like, I had something to say, and instead of saying back, she was like, you gotta say bike. You know what I'm
Hey,
saying?
oh,
Yeah.
yes.
So I was like, run that bike, you know what I'm saying? And for some reason, that was so much of a struggle
Or
for me. Yeah, that was weird. But as far as the role, no, just the accent, yes.
just the accent. But
Yeah,
I think see the thing is okay, like you're from Waycross,
yeah.
some people from Marietta. I feel like different cities in Georgia have different accents as well. Like I'm from the islands and we have two sides. We have the east and the west. And the east end people sound different to the
You
people on the west
absolutely
end.
right. Because there's
So
some people I met here in
definitely
Atlanta.
hard to do.
Yeah, I met people in Atlanta that sound like Atlanta or what I think Atlanta is. Like, hey,
Mhm.
shout it what your name is. You know what I'm saying? So and then there's some people that might approach you and they talk different. And I'm like, where you say you from? And they say
Uh-huh.
Atlanta. Nah, you're not from it. So I think
Suburbs.
people just pick up their accents from whoever they're around mostly. You
Yeah,
know what I'm
yeah.
saying? So growing up, if you're around uncle somebody who talk like that, that's probably how you gonna get your accent.
Talk. Mhm.
Yeah.
Rico said he made it. Hey, Rico, thanks for
Hey,
making
Rico. I love Rico.
it.
Rico was
Nice.
in well, I booked Rico for Desi Banks before.
Okay,
And
nice.
Rico, he's in Polly Love in Peach City
Oh, that
2.
right
I
there.
think 2 and 3. And that one just dropped. That's Rico Cassadine, right?
That movie, that boy, I tell you.
I
Let's
already
get
know. It is
let's
off
get
the
each other
chain. So don't be sitting there
again.
watching it if you're under 18.
Hey, you better not.
You
You
better
better
not.
not. No,
Baby. Yeah. That was a lot.
Yes, that's a whole different lot.
A whole lot,
Lot
a whole
different.
lot of
Lot different, different lot.
yes.
All right, so we're gonna jump right on into the game. Let's
Okay.
go. It's Women's History Month, this or that. And I wanted to say to you, I've been doing this. I've been doing interviews since 2019, but I did like businesses and music artists and different things like that. I just niched down to focus on film. And
Okay.
for the last December will be 3 years, October will be 3 years that I'm doing this. And
Mhm.
I've always done something on Women's History Month. Basically we talked about like domestic violence or breast
Yes.
cancer or anything of the sort.
Mhm.
So I just want to keep it going, and we're recognizing all the amazing women in film. And if you
Yes,
notice,
for
a lot of
sure.
the women that I recognize are I don't want to say not popular, but they're the women that I recognize that I feel that aren't recognized enough, but they're doing their darn things. You know what I'm saying?
That's right. Yeah.
Some of them are very recognized. Don't get me wrong, but I really pick those that I really like, and I just think
Yes.
they're not seen enough. So,
Well,
but
I appreciate being seen.
You're welcome.
Mhm.
All right. So let's go. Let's do this. So why is it only hold on? It's giving me a hard time. Let's listen to Delano, who is an artist, and he sent me some of his music. So while I
Okay.
figure this out, fine.
Anything I will do. A lot that is dependable, I always come through. Your homie love a friend, baby, I'll always stay true. Can you handle it? Can I go there, baby, with you? I know I can handle it, and I want to give it to you.
Sound good to me. Sound good.
Yes. All right. So let's get it going. So this or that. We're doing this or that
This or that.
tonight. Let's go. Would you rather play the villain role or the hero role?
Villain.
Villain. All right. Drama or action?
Action.
Wife of a cheater or cheating wife? Role. Want to be the
Wife of a
villain,
cheater.
so. Crime boss or undercover cop?
I just did a crime boss, so I'm gonna go with undercover cop.
When I saw that, I thought about it too. Early morning or late night?
Late night for sure.
Short or featured?
Feature.
Leading. Would you rather do the leading role or scene stealing supporting role?
I'm a scene stealer. However, I'd rather have a leading role.
Okay. And would you rather a tear jerker or intense fight scene?
I haven't done a good fight scene yet, so I'm gonna say intense fight scene.
Okay. True story or fictional?
I like fictional.
Mhm. Period piece or modern day?
Period piece for absolutely for sure.
Oh, wow. Okay. And the last one is recurring role or standalone?
Recurring.
Recurring. Yeah, I would want a recurring role too.
Mm-hmm.
Now she says that was fast when you said the villain.
Oh yeah, because they
She
they
was
really
the
just they
villain.
gonna challenge you every single time.
They go challenge
Yeah.
you.
Mhm.
Tornado asks, where do you pull your motivation from?
My motivation comes from proving people wrong. That's
Mm,
number one.
mhm.
I think about a lot of times I think about people who doubted you
Yeah.
and people who treat you a certain way, right? Like I heard somebody say, you can't tell me how to tell my story of my experience with you. So
Mm,
don't try to narrate that too after you
mhm.
treated me badly. You know what I'm saying? So and also pay attention to the way people treat you before they know who you are.
Like
Mhm.
that.
Oh yeah.
I
And so,
like that.
yeah, my motivation is for the people that might have treated me a certain way, the haters that didn't believe in me. Oh, I saw your little movie.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that little word
Yeah, that
in it.
that little word right there. I
Mhm.
saw your little
It's
movie.
a
So
trigger.
yeah, so I use all that as motivation.
Yes, I like that. Shan says facts. Tornado says, I love it. I love it. I love it. And I love it too. I love it a lot. And I mean, because that's what we need. We need to let that's why I say constructive criticism is good,
Yeah,
or criticism in itself, because it makes you want to do better. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
All right.
yeah.
You said,
And
okay.
challenge yourself to just be better than you was yesterday.
Mhm.
Um, I try to be, like I said, I try to be a good human. I will cuss your ass out though. I will, because I really don't take no out
Yeah.
here, because people
Yeah.
get mad if you speak on your money, if you speak on anything where they don't want to take accountability, they'll get mad at you. And you be like, wait a
Yeah.
minute,
Right.
what happened here? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you really just have to use all of those different things as motivation to do
Mm-hmm.
what you love, and plus it's a passion for me. So there's sometimes when you got a passion connected to your purpose, you'll do stuff for free because you're
Yeah.
really just passionate about your craft. You know what I'm saying? And and then you're gonna read your script, you're gonna invest in your craft. All those things
Yeah.
is tied to your passion. So yeah,
Yeah.
all
Yep.
that.
Big one, not the little one. Tuh.
That's
She
right.
always says that big Cori, not little Cori. And
That's
that's sticking
right.
with me so much
That's
now.
right. And that's
All
what you
right.
got to have around you.
Yeah.
I tell
Yes.
people, get you a
Yes.
twin. Your twin is your
Yeah.
motivation. So it's that person that's going to support you. For me,
Yep.
it's the person that's bit by the acting bug like me, that love the theater, love the arts. You know what I'm saying? Not somebody that's working at Costco, because they're not going to understand me
Right.
having to get to set. They're not going to
Right.
understand I'm up all
Right.
night doing this role or practicing or rehearsing or whatever. They're not
Mm-hmm.
going to understand that.
Mm-hmm.
So you got to get
Mm-hmm.
you a twin in
Mm-hmm.
whatever it is that you're doing.
Shan said, I answered all of the questions, right? Where's my prize? So, Shan, what I'm going to be doing is indie trivia night. So, you
Oh,
got
cool.
me and come back, because that's where the prizes are going to go. If you can see on my shelf, I got like my shirts, and then on the bottom, I have some drinks that were
Oh,
made for
that's good.
the show. It's called the Love Potion.
I'm gonna
So,
get on there. I'm gonna get
come
on
back.
there.
Y'all gotta know movies. Y'all gotta know independent movies. It's not
Yeah,
gonna be easy. It's gonna be fun. I'm gonna make it fun.
yeah.
So I'm probably gonna start that April. It's gonna be on a Friday night. You can come with your
Just
drinks.
let me know.
Yeah.
Yeah, let me
Yeah, yeah,
know.
yeah. I'm gonna be sharing it out. Agreed. We have to get in tune with people in alignment with our journey.
Yep,
100%.
that's
Ashley,
right.
you need to answer my text, ma'am. I'm so glad she jumped on so I
But
can
yeah,
say that.
that's true. We have
Yeah,
to.
absolutely true. Absolutely
Mhm.
true. Shan. All right. I'm gonna make sure to follow you. Let's
Let's talk
talk
catering.
catering services. Yes.
Yes.
So all right. So thank you so much again. And I'm gonna end the streaming. We'll talk behind the
Okay.
scenes, but she said that means I know a lot about Natasha.
Yes.
All right. So as always, guys, thanks so much for tuning in. If there were no you, there would be no Cori Luv Show. Thank you, Natasha, for being here.
Thank
Guys,
you
if
for
you're not
having
already,
me.
you're welcome. If you're not already following, make sure you follow her on all social media at Natasha Eli Pearson, and on Instagram at the Natasha Eli. And make sure you follow the Pearson Agency as well. Don't reach out to her. Reach out to DeMarcus at
Yes.
__ DeMarcus. Not being rude, but that's her assistant, and that's what he does. So make sure you check him out. She has casting.
Yeah.
She has roles for you here and there, and different things, maybe working behind the scenes as
Yes.
well.
And
So
y'all
make
check
sure
out Tears of a Hustler too.
Tears of a Hustler Part
Donors.
2.
All that.
Donors. The
Yes.
client. The
The
client is on
client.
YouTube.
Yeah. God
What
is
else
good.
you
God is
have?
good. Oh my
BFFs.
God.
Hashtag
BFFs, keeping
BFFs.
secrets,
Keeping it
fractured.
secret. Fracture. Love
So
them all. Love
y'all
them down.
just tap in with me.
Yes.
It's a beautiful thing to wake up in the middle of what you dream for. So I'm just
I like
grateful.
that. I
Yeah,
like that. It's a beautiful thing to
yeah.
wake up in it. I like that.
In the middle of what you
Very good.
dreamed. Yeah. So
Love
yeah.
it.
And shout
So
out to my
thank you.
babies. I love y'all. And thank you, Cori Love. I
You're
love you. And you
welcome.
keep it
I
up and
love
I'll
you
be back
too.
for sure.
Yes, for sure. All right, everyone. Good night. Thanks for tuning in tonight. We're always excited to partner with amazing sponsors to help keep the show running smoothly and to promote incredible businesses. If you're interested in sponsoring an episode and gaining great exposure, we'd love to have you on board. Simply visit our website at www.thecoriloveshow.com to learn more and get started. Let's make something special together.
Hey. Oh,